19-year-old girl goes for a bike ride in New Mexico and never comes back. A year later, a Polaroid is found in Florida showing a girl who looks exactly like her, bound and gagged in the back of a van. Is it Tara Calico? For nearly 40 years, that photograph has haunted investigators, but the truth behind her disappearance might be closer to her hometown than anyone ever wanted to admit. This is the disappearance of Tara Calico, and you're listening to Lurking in the Shadows.
Hello, Shadows.
Hi, welcome. Glad we could get you here.
Yeah, it only took us a fucking hour.
Yeah, literally, to try and get this to work.
I don't, you guys don't even understand the struggle we go through to do one freaking episode.
I gray. Every time we podcast, I gray.
Like, literally, we plug all of our equipment in, her laptop dies.
Yep.
Dead. Completely dead. Not dead as in battery-wise. It just went black. Screen went black. Held the power button for 40 seconds. Did nothing.
Yeah. So, we'll figure that out later.
Then we went to my laptop, and then my laptop pretty much...
It wouldn't work.
It wouldn't work at all.
No keys worked?
Yeah, I couldn't type anything.
Camera wouldn't come up?
Yeah, I couldn't select the integrated camera or the USB camera. Nothing.
Yeah. So, glad we could get you here.
So just know, every episode you're listening to, we are hanging on by the tiniest sliver of a thread.
Quite literally.
And now, as you can probably see, the screen's glitching. I give up.
Oh my god. Well...
So if you're watching on YouTube, please bear with us.
Yeah, we're going to figure this out as time goes. But to stay on our schedule of you guys getting your lovely true crime every Thursday, we have to record.
Yeah, so if you want an episode, you're going to have to deal with it.
This one might be in the Hot Mess Express. How about this?
Yeah, we might have to change our podcast name.
Yeah, that one's probably...
I'm sure that's taken. That's definitely taken.
Yeah, just know that this one was the biggest struggle for... a short case.
Yeah, this isn't even a long episode.
Not even a long episode. So, hopefully you can hang on through this whole thing. It's not a terrible case. No trigger warnings. So, other than maybe our rants and raves.
Yeah.
So, all right. Tara Calico was born February 29th, which I thought so unique to be born on the 29th, 1969 in New Mexico. And by the time she was 19 years old, still living at home, she was becoming a beautiful and active young woman. She was living with her mother and stepfather, Patty and John, on Brugg Street. Tara enjoyed a tight schedule. She had her daily routine and was someone who enjoyed that kind of like strict organization. She was a list girl.
Okay.
Yeah, that's me.
I need a list or I will forget things.
Yeah. Well, I'm also like a grocery list girl. Mm-hmm. Like if I have a day off, I'm like, what's my to-do list for the day? And I will write it down because it also gives me satisfaction to like tick it off.
I should become a grocery list person. I just wing it.
No, I can't do that.
And then I forget things.
And then, you got a grocery list.
I do.
Yeah. I support that. She was enrolled in college, but was working at a local bank. This story starts on a nice fall morning in Belen, New Mexico on September 20th, 1988. It was going to be a typical planned-out Tuesday for Tara. Her schedule consisted of her morning bike ride, where she always took the same 36-mile route.
Excuse me?
You heard that?
Every day.
I would say it was probably consistent enough. Like, I can't say...
36 miles?
36 miles. Because she'd leave around 9:30 and she wanted to be home by 12.
Dang.
So that's 2.5 hours of biking.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Good for her.
Yeah. She was also meeting her boyfriend at 12:30 to play tennis.
I wouldn't want to be kicked by her.
Right?
She's got some strong-ass legs.
Look, she's playing tennis.
Yeah.
Too. She's about to whoop your ass.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
She was tiny. But I bet she was probably built. Like, she probably had some muscular, really nice muscles. Yeah. She was meeting to play tennis at 12:30. And then she had class at 4 later that afternoon. By 9:30, Tara was ready to head out for her bike ride. Her bike had a flat tire, so she had to take her mother's bike, which was a neon pink Huffy mountain bike with yellow brake cables and sidewalls of the tires. So I can picture it in my head.
Yeah, I remember Huffy.
Yeah, I think that was my first bike.
I rode Mongoose.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
No, I think we had Huffies.
Okay.
And mine was pink and purple and stuff.
Mine was... I want to say blue and yellow?
My sister's is
something like that.
Blue and gray or something like that, yeah. Had to get two different, because you got a sister too, so they had to separate them. She told her mom she wanted to be home by 12 to stay on schedule, so if she wasn't home by then, to please come in looking for her. She headed out on New Mexico State Road 47 alone. Her mother would sometimes join, but this wasn't one of those days. Her mom encouraged Tara to carry mace on her, but she never carried any protection on her person. When 12:05 came around and Tara was still not home, her mother became worried and quickly headed out on the usual route to search for Tara, but she did not see any signs of her. She, of course, contacted police, which they seemed to head out pretty quickly to look for her. Along her route, Tara's Sony Walkman and cassette were found along the road.
Yeah. Really brings you back to the times, though.
I know, it does. It really, puts you there.
Yeah.
The cassette was found about 2 miles from her home, and it was Boston, the rock band, if you were curious.
Oh, yeah. I like their one song. Crap, what's it called?
I didn't know them. I looked it up.
Crap, what is that song?
Okay.
I like their song More Than a Feeling and Peace of Mind.
Oh, and Peace of Mind.
Yes.
I had to listen to them. I just looked them up. I didn't
You've probably heard those songs before.
I probably have, yeah. The Walkman was found about 19 miles from her home near John F. Kennedy Campground. Her mother suspected Tara may have been leaving evidence behind. I believe that maybe this showed signs of a struggle that may have happened.
Yeah, it could be either or.
I know.
Which is horrifying to think about.
Either one, yeah, to be honest. Because you're not leaving clues for good reasons, bad things are happening. Police talked to neighbors and people along the route, and several witnesses came forward saying that they saw Tara riding her bike, but no one witnessed her abduction directly. Some of these witnesses reported seeing a light-colored older Ford truck, possibly a 53 Ford, with a camper shell on the back of it. Tara's mother's bike was also never found. Tara was wearing a white shirt with First National Bank of Belen on it, white shorts with green stripes, turquoise and white Avia sneakers with white socks. She was wearing a gold butterfly ring with a diamond insert, a gold amethyst ring, and a half-inch gold hoop earrings. Tara had brown hair, green eyes. She was 5'7" and 120 pounds. That's what I said. She was pretty small. She had a scar on the back of her right shoulder and another scar on her calf. On the back of one of her legs, she has a dime-sized birthmark that is brown and misshapen.
Oh, that screen is really shaking.
I know, yeah. She had a lazy eye and wore braces at the time. There was no new evidence until 9 months later. On June 15th, 1989, in the parking lot of a gas station located in Port St. Joe, Florida, a Polaroid picture of two unidentified people was found. One was a young boy, the other was a young woman. They were both bound with their hands behind their backs and black duct tape over their mouths.
I've seen this photo, and it's scary.
And I bet you'd recognize it, yeah. That's a photo that's always haunted me.
Yeah.
The person who found the photo was a woman that parked next to a white Toyota cargo van that had no windows.
Of course.
The photo was on the ground outside of the van. She reported the driver was a man in his late 30s with a mustache. With the limited details police had, they were unable to find that individual when they searched for him, and that man was also never identified.
It's always a man in his 30s.
Yeah, and a mustache.
With a white van.
Yeah, with a white van. Yeah. The whole kit and caboodle here. But the Polaroid was analyzed by experts in Polaroid photography, they were experts in that, and they said this picture had to have been taken after May of 1989 because the film used wasn't available until then. And this is in June. So, June 15th.
So if it's her, they were keeping her captive.
Yeah. This photo, which if you see it, you would probably recognize it, was aired on A Current Affair in July of that year to see if the public could help. This episode was seen by friends of Patty, who contacted her saying the woman in the picture looks like Tara. At the same time, the family of Michael Hanley saw the episode and thought he was the boy in that photo. And I'll go over more information on who they think that boy is later. Both parents went to speak with the investigator in charge of the photo discovery. Right away, Patty was convinced the woman in the picture was Tara. One thing that really stuck out to her was the scar the woman had on her leg seen in the picture is identical to the one that Tara got in a car accident. Also seen in the photo is a book called My Sweet Adrena, by V.C. Andrews, which was Tara's favorite book. And
would she normally have a book on her when she's riding bike, though?
I don't know, yeah.
Because where did that book come from?
That's true.
Like, did this captor buy it for her?
That's what I was thinking, maybe. Yeah. I mean, keeping kids captive.
Right.
I mean, she's 19, but she's a kid.
Yeah.
Entertaining them, maybe she asked for a book.
Maybe.
Yeah.
I don't like that.
It's kind of icky. There was 3 different analyses done on this photo. Scotland Yard said they believe that the woman in the photo was Tara. Then LANL, which is Los Alamos National Laboratory, said the woman was not Tara. And the FBI had to, of course, get into it, and their findings was inconclusive.
Yeah, I mean, there's no way to tell one way or another.
Yeah,
that's kind of like Amy Bradley. Yeah. Even though that photo looks just like her.
That one's haunting.
There's no way of actually knowing unless we find them.
Because that's another detail that comes out in the Amy Bradley is that they said that your ears, what is it, ears and something don't change. I forget. But
I don't remember what
ears,
they said, yeah.
But in one of my...
And like her cheek. They had the same cheeks in that photo.
So one of my articles said that the woman that looks like Tara has the same ears and same jaw.
Okay.
And so, and it's like... But, like, it doesn't prove anything.
Right, yeah. I mean, your jaw could probably change, like, if you gained weight or lost weight or something. But, yeah that's...
Yeah. There were 2 more photos found after the disappearance of Tara. One pictured a woman possibly in the same van as the first photo. This image was found on July 19th, 1989, at a construction site in Montecito, California. It was a blurry image of a woman with duct tape over her mouth. Again, Patty believed this was Tara, saying that she has the same cowlick on the right temple, and the same lazy eye as Tara. The image also has similarities to the surroundings of the first Polaroid, which included a blue and white striped blanket. This photo was on film that was not available until June of 1989. The second photo was on film that wasn't available until February of 1990. But we do believe that this third image is a prank.
Okay.
But it shows a woman on a train next to a man. She has gauze over her eyes and is loosely bound in gauze. And she also has big black framed eyeglasses on.
Weird.
But they think it's a prank for that one.
Okay.
This is all we have on Tara Calico. Police have questioned some boys suspected to be the ones following Tara on her bike, but no reports came from that. Police theorized she was kidnapped and disposed of close to the area that she went missing in. After 13 years living in the same home, Patty and John moved to Florida, where sadly Patty died in 2006.
Oh.
Her stepfather John is still alive, as well as the other siblings, and Tara's case remains open.
I mean, even if, like, let's say that photo for the first photo that they found on the ground next to that van, like, did that guy just, like, plant that there? Like,
well, I wonder, what if he had, like, somebody with him, got out of the van and knocked the photo out?
But also, it's really, why are you driving around with that photo?
It's the 80s of it.
Yeah. Like, you think you'd keep that photo at your house or something? Like, why are you driving around with it?
My pap just whipped out. He took me the other week. He just whipped out a full photo album out of the middle console of his car, so I don't even hear. And he's going down. This is a '53 Ford. This is a '36 Pontiac. This, like he just going Chrysler. Going through them all. Geez. He just whipped out. So no, I don't. And this is 2026.
Yeah.
Okay.
So maybe it was a little more likely back then. People carried photo albums in their vehicle.
Yeah.
Because now everyone just has it on their phone.
No, but I feel like back then,
it was
more likely. Yeah, and I feel like even maybe back then you were decorating your car with some pictures. Not that that's decoration, but
right, yeah. Maybe.
I mean, for fucking psychopath, maybe. Yeah, but...
Yeah, it's just weird. Like, why did they have that photo?
Nowhere else to put it. I don't know. Maybe they lived in their van, too.
Maybe, yeah.
Yeah.
But I always made me wonder, like, did they purposely put that photo there, or did it truly just, like, fall out?
I feel like the photo, like... Because if you look at the photo, it's also hard to tell. We cannot tell. No one can tell. If they are actually in distress, or if this is a staged photo. Right, yeah, you can't really tell. You cannot tell if this... Like, deep in my gut, this is not a staged photo. Like, it's an icky photo, in my opinion, to even think of the possibilities. But we can't tell.
I know. You hope it's not her, but... Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
Scary.
Yeah, it is. If you know anything about the disappearance of Tara Calico, please call the Valencia County Sheriff's Department at 505-865-9604 or the Federal Bureau of Investigation, Albuquerque, New Mexico office at 505-224-2000. So now, who is the boy in the photo? The first identity they thought he was Michael Hanley. Michael Hanley was a 13-year-old boy from State College, Pennsylvania, who vanished under mysterious circumstances in April of 1988 during a hunting trip with his father in the Mount Taylor area of New Mexico. So he was over in that area. This was about 75 miles from where Tara went missing. For years, investigators and the public speculated that Michael was the young boy pictured alongside the woman in a haunting Polaroid found. The mystery of missing Michael was solved in 1990 when Michael's remains were discovered on the Zuni Mountains, miles from where he was last seen. Forensic analysis ultimately determined that Michael had likely succumbed to exposure after getting lost in the rugged terrain and harsh weather, effectively ruling him out as the boy in the Florida photograph.
Interesting. So he was with his dad and just disappeared?
Yeah, and I guess maybe he wandered off. Yeah.
Well, that's really sad if he really did die from elements.
That is really sad. Out in New Mexico.
Yeah.
Yeah. The second name to come up was David Borer. David Michael Borer was born March 21st, 1981 in Willow, Alaska. And on April 26, 1989, he was walking, heading to either a friend's house or a sandbar at the... I'm going to ruin this. It's probably a beautiful name, to be honest. They got some pretty rivers out in Alaska, but Kashwitna River. He was last seen around 5 p.m. walking near mile marker 82 on Parks Highway, about 11 miles from his house. Once it was realized David disappeared, police immediately thought that he fell into the river. They failed to find any holes in the frozen river, and they also had divers search with no luck. Canines traced his scent along the highway, but the trail just ends. Then police believed David could have been hitchhiking and was taken that way. When he went missing, he was 4 foot, 55 to 65 pounds,
4 feet,
blonde hair, blue-green eyes. He had front teeth that stuck out a little. He had a scar under his right eye and a scar above his left. He is also left-handed. He wore a red coat, green jeans, green plaid shirt, and Sorel winter boots with felt inserts. David was attending Willow Elementary. He was described as a very independent boy. He once hitchhiked 30 miles to Wasilla, Alaska.
How old was he?
9.
What the hell?
What the hell? That's the Alaska and the 80s of it all, okay?
What, there ain't nothing out there.
Yeah. Yep. That's the times of that.
I don't even think that's the times. That's just terrible parenting. I don't care what time period it was. That's terrible parenting.
I know.
A 9-year-old?
9-year-old. Yep. David lived with his mother and siblings. His parents were separated. A sad detail that I did find was his mother gave birth to a boy a little less than a year after David vanished. And this baby died 4 weeks later in an accident, and I read a report that it was a dog bite.
Oh my God.
Yeah. That's sad. Police are treating this unsolved case as an abduction. If you have any information about David's disappearance, please call Alaska State Troopers at 907-733-2256. Jeez. So back to that Polaroid picture. Both individuals have not been identified. Other than Patty believing that is Tara in the photo, we have no concrete evidence of the identity of either one, sadly, which to me makes this photo 10 times more haunting.
Yeah, because we don't know.
No.
It could be her. It could not be. It could just be, I don't know, some weird photo people took and it didn't mean anything.
I know. I really don't think it's
that's
that, but like
disturbing.
Yeah.
Either way.
Yeah. So. Yeah.
But yeah, it does look like her.
It does. It does.
And especially with like the scar matching up.
Mm-hmm.
Her favorite book.
Yeah.
Being in there.
And it's also hard because it's Patty that's sitting here saying like, that's my baby. And you know, mom should be able to recognize their baby.
Right. Yeah.
But also, a desperate mom might see things that.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know. So it's hard.
It is. Yeah.
You know, like.
But even if it is her in the photo, we still don't know where she is.
Yep, we know nothing else.
No
That's
idea.
it. That ends at the photo.
Yeah.
Yeah, we got nothing.
So it doesn't really matter if it's her or not in the photo. We still have nothing else.
Yeah. And I think, like, and I even experienced this in my research, most people only recognize that photo because of her. But that little boy also has still never been identified.
Right,
and he is technically, like, if that is Tara, okay? That isn't, she's technically 19 years old. That's a little boy.
Yeah. Yeah, he's much younger.
Yeah. Like, so...
Like, so that's horrifying too. Whose little boy is that?
Whose little boy is that? You know, like who's missing the little boy? It's sick. It actually is. That picture has always haunted me.
Yeah.
And I'm sure I bet you guys go and look, check us out on the Instagram and stuff. And if you're watching on YouTube, we'll post the pictures. But yeah, I bet you recognize the picture. Honestly,
let us know what you guys think. Like, do you think it's her?
Yeah.
Who do you think the boy is?
Yeah. There's not a lot of information out there.
Yeah.
Yeah. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please give us a thumbs up and check us out on all of our other social medias.
Please subscribe to our channel if you have not already. Hit the bell to be notified of future uploads and keep looking around for our next video.
Bye. Bye. A 19-year-old...
That's not funny.
We worked so hard for me to start like that.
That was perfect.
I hate myself. I'm gonna die.
I'm so angry now. I'm crying.
My nose. What the fuck? Okay. You ready? Okay. A 19-year-old girl goes for a bike ride in New Mexico and never comes back. A year later, a Polaroid is found in Florida showing a girl who looks exactly like her, bound and gagged in the back of a van. Is it Tara Calico? For nearly 40 years, this photograph has haunted investigators. God damn, motherfucker!
And the screen thing did that thing again.
Did it?
Mm-hmm.
The glitchy thing?
Mm-hmm.
And we determined you can see that on your end when you're editing. Fuck. I think that's your USB for that one.
Maybe, yeah, I have no idea.
Because it did that when we were also virtual, remember?
Yeah.
And you were plugged into your computer. Should we keep going?
I guess.
Because I don't know what else we can do about that.
Yeah, I don't either. They would have to look at that, I guess.
Yeah. Okay. A 19-year-old girl goes missing. What's wrong with me?
What's wrong with that?
Goes for a bike ride, doesn't go missing. Missing comes later.
I was like, that sounded right.
It was a perfect sentence. If that's what the fucking sentence was supposed to be. No. It's not even close.
I'm keeping these bloopers.
Good. I'll laugh about them later, but I'm mad.